See, like my little technique now is holding it down with my finger when I brush off the top. So I have this in the fully closed position.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
All right, y'all. This here is a package from Fort Worth Barber Supply, and this Revite.
Oh, shit.
But we got something else here. And we got the Revite Clipper Professional. Are these two the same clipper?
No, one's going to have a taper blade, one's going to have a fade blade.
I thought they just switched off.
Yeah, but no, I'm telling you, they come like that.
Whoa. All right, then. So we're going to be doing a review on these.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the YouTube Barber Academy. I'm sitting over here with the Andis Revite Clipper. First off, I want to shout out Fort Worth Barber Supply. I just had a really fun trip there, and I dropped a vlog. You guys can check it out. But basically, we got a little relationship going, and if you guys use this code right here, you can save 10% off this or anything else outside of Gamma that you want to buy. So they were super cool, and they sent me both versions of the Revite Clipper. There's some things I like about it. There's some things I don't like about it, and we're going to get into it today. So let's go. All right, so Chad, you used the Revite. Like, what were you thinking?
I was thinking at first, I think I kind of liked it aesthetically, and they seem that nice in your hand. But the big problem is, man, those things hum in your hand super hard. But the biggest thing is, it's the biggest no-no is you go to adjust the clipper with a lever, and the thing just pops off. Like the blades pop off. You know what I'm saying? And
I definitely think that as a clipper it blends, but just they need to figure out a little bit on how to keep that blade clipped in a little bit. If it has like a locking mechanism, if they can stay a little harder, because watching you use it, brushing it, it popped off. So
Actually, you know what's crazy is it pops off when you put it in the closed position too hard. I don't care if it pops off when it brushes.
I want to open it.
But it popped off when I pushed it in the closed position, like really easy. Like if you're just like kind of flipping and you're not thinking about it.
pop right off.
Do you use it, Stir?
I don't use it yet, no.
Give me an opinion.
It looked like not the greatest of clippers. You know, good luck if you buy that.
What does it come with? Okay, very small. Turn on only after the battery is charged. Feels pretty smooth. We got one big old charger. Dubs guards. Dubs guards do not fit on this, so I guess you could use the purple guards. I have the Andis purple, the double magnetic guards. One of the main reasons why people wanted to stick with Andis, and they don't fit. They don't fit at all. All right, this is the second one. Comes with a fade blade.
You sure?
What's magnetic about that? Did that look magnetic to you?
No.
Brady, yeah, they just did. This is it for him. He even looked good the last week, and they still won the buck.
All right, let's see how close it cuts, y'all. Ready? Some thick hair. Can we bald out right from this? I might be able to get this set a little closer, but that's not super close. That doesn't really compare to like a trimmer. It's got like some bulldozer type sound to it, and it really rattles in your hand. And I swear it got louder because I got my decimal tester here. 79. All right, you guys, let's talk about this Revite. So what you're gonna notice, all right off the bat, is we got two different Revites here. This one's made of plastic. It comes with the fade blade on it. And then this one is made of metal. It actually feels a lot better, but you're gonna notice this blade is completely crooked. And the reason it's crooked is because no matter what I seem to do, the moment, I just barely tap this. You see this? And the problem is, you know, even when I put it in the closed position, it flies right off. So one of the things that's really irritating is this hits the ground and then it causes the blade to twist. But I'm going to show you how to zero gap it real quick. All right, it's the same as any other. You just unscrew these two, it gets loose. We can fix that. Fix the problem, set it pretty straight. And then I like to kind of tighten up one side, just a little bit snug, and then I can go ahead and I can tighten. Now, let's see, first try, pretty damn good. All right, so this is good. This is back to normal, and we're good to go. So listen to them real quick. We'll do a sound test. This one feels actually a little quieter. Metal housing. All right, I'm getting 77. For the metal one, we're getting about 70. So definitely a little better as far as noise goes for the metal one. Let's talk about these guards. All right, so the guards that they give you are actually, they're not very nice at all, to be honest, but they do have something going for them. They have a 2.5. They have a 3.5. They have the 1.5. But just to dispel any rumors, I have the Andis purple, the double magnetic guards. One of the main reasons why people wanted to stick with Andis, and they don't fit. They don't fit at all. Go a little bit further. This is actually a Gamma Dubs #1, and it also doesn't fit. So the wall guards will not fit this. The regular Andis guards will not fit this. So I guess Andis just made its own kind of thing.
You know, these teeth are what lifts up the hair. And if you look at how few teeth are on these guards, I really don't like them. I mean, compare them to the Gamma Dub #2. There is no comparison here. The Gamma Dub is going to lift up a lot more hair and cause you to make less passes.
I really don't like how big these freaking tabs are that stick off. I mean, I hate that. It's like right where I want to put my finger. And I don't want to push the tab off, so I got to hold it in a weird way. But, all right, how do they cut, though? How do they cut? So I was a little bit apprehensive to use this fade blade because I know that Andis makes a fade blade that cuts way too close, and I thought that this was going to be it. But, to their credit, this is actually not the same as their surgical fade blade. This is more of a normal fade blade, and to be honest, it doesn't get close enough for me. So when I was using this, I was really kind of struggling to get low enough. I've gotten really used to using the Fusion blade, and the Fusion blade, it can just get so close that whenever I have those really harsh lines, I know I can get them out. And with this, I struggled. I had to bounce back to the trimmer. But going on to the taper blade, the taper blade was the one that I really liked. I enjoyed blending with it, aside from the fact that the guards were a little bit weird. But I did have both of these pop off quite a bit, and it didn't seem to matter what I did. So I think that's a big flaw. But another cool thing here is if you notice, they actually have little markings. Now, it doesn't have the clips like the Rebels or the Mythics or any of those, but it does have a little mark on the side. So if you're a newer barber, you could say, okay, I'm going to go to the Mark 1, Mark 2, Mark 3, and at least there's something there to keep you kind of oriented if you're new. I do like where the on-off button is. I don't think they're too loud, but they rattle. They kind of rattle. Want to have a rattle race? Now, these things definitely rattle in your hand, and when I put this on the desk and I just turn it on, I mean, that thing is really moving. But if you notice, this motor, it sounds a little slow. And even though it's slow, it still has enough power. I didn't really struggle with clipper over comb. I didn't really struggle with bulk removal. And I think that they hit the nail on the head as far as that goes. So all in all, I think this machine, 2 hours of runtime, you're probably going to have to buy both of them. It's Andis, so it's kind of expensive. It would be cool if you were able to buy just the blade and you could just swap those out, but then would you have enough battery life? I don't know. All in all, I'm going to say this is a pretty cool idea, and it really does align with my values because I've told you guys so many times, I think it's really important that you have a taper blade and that you have a fade blade on your station. In my case, I do prefer the Fusion blade, but that being said, you're going to need two, and I kind of like where their head was at with this. The loop, I don't know who's going to be using the loop, but the other thing that I think they did a really nice job on is I like Andis chargers. I wish they were more universal. They're not. But the fact that this has a big, thick charger I feel like the longevity is going to be there with this charger, so I think that that's kind of cool, and it's one of the things that they got right. Just in case anybody was wondering about the Andis XO, I was just using that, and I just wanted to see if this charger for the Revite would fit. And just in case you guys were wondering, it doesn't fit, so the Andis XO is still going to have a separate charger. Like, I really wish that some of these companies should be doing some continuity in charging. Just make life a little bit easier for us, man. We would thank you for it.
All right, so I'm just gonna throw a Rebel on here real quick. We'll see what that weighs. Looks like 268. All right, the metal one with the taper blade, Andis Revite, 331. And the plastic one, 285. So when it comes to this body is actually kind of nice. It feels really good in your hands. I kind of like this little grip thing that they did. And, you know, for the most part, when you first pick it up, you're probably going to like it. I mean, even the metal lever is nice. Most of the stuff that's on this feels pretty premium. And that's even the plastic one. And then the metal one feels like just a great weight. It really does feel good in the hands when I first started using it.
All in all, will I be using this clipper going forward? I don't see this in my normal rotation. I don't really think it replaces anything that I don't already have. And then the fact that this pops off so easily, it's a bit frustrating, and having to realign it every time, there's that. And then I don't feel like the fade blade kind of cuts as low as I want it to. So I couldn't really recommend this 100%, but maybe if they fix the latch, I think this would be a great clipper for some people. So if you guys are interested in buying this clipper or any other clipper outside of Gamma, you guys can use the code EDDIE10 for a limited time with Fort Worth Barber Supply, and you guys will save 10% off of your order, which is a huge savings. Furthermore, if you decide you want to get something from Gamma, you guys can still use the code EDDIE, save 10%. You already know how it goes. I hope that you guys enjoyed the Andis Revite review. I hope that you learned something, and I hope that it helps you make your decision going forward. This is the YouTube Barber Academy. I'm Mr. Eddie Barber, and I'm out of here. Peace.